Hello everyone. Now we'll go through void marriages and voidable marriages under the Hindu Marriage Act. Please go through the video till the end. So firstly section 11 talks about void marriages. If there is contravention of the conditions as specified in clauses I, IV and V of section 5, then any marriage solemnized shall be declared as void. So what are those three clauses? First is monogamy, so second is prohibited degrees, third is subpoenas. If we are contravening these clauses, then the marriage is void marriage. Then section 12 talks about voidable marriages. The grounds on which any marriage solemnized shall be voidable and may be annulled by a decree of nullity are as follows. What are those grounds? First is marriage not been consummated due to husband's impotency. So impotency is a ground. Secondly, contravening clause 2 of section 5, which is unsoundness of mind. Third, consent of the petitioner or guardian of the petitioner was obtained by force or fraud as to ceremony or any material fact or any circumstance concerning the respondent. Fourthly, respondent was pregnant by some other person other than the petitioner at the time of marriage. That means at the time of marriage, the wife was pregnant by some other person and not by the husband. Further, no petition for annulling a marriage on ground of consent obtained by force or fraud be entertained if the petition is presented more than 1 year after force has been ceased to operate or fraud has been discovered, and if the petitioner with his or her full consent lived with the other party as husband or wife after the force had ceased to operate or fraud has been discovered, then no petition would be entertained. Then no petition for annulling a marriage on ground of wife being pregnant by some other at the time of marriage be entertained unless the court is satisfied that the petitioner was ignorant of the facts. Then if the marriage has been solemnized before the commencement of the act, then the proceedings must have been instituted within 1 year from the commencement of the act. Then if marriage is solemnized after the commencement of the act, then the proceedings must have been instituted within 1 year from the date of marriage, and no marital intercourse should have happened since the discovery of such. So now let's see the differences between the void and voidable marriages. First point, void ab initio. Void marriages are void from the very beginning, but voidable marriages are voidable at the option of either party, that is valid unless avoided by either party. Second, parties are free to perform another marriage without getting a decree of nullity as it is a void marriage. In voidable marriages, parties cannot marry another unless the marriage is annulled by the decree of a court. Third difference, wife in a void marriage does not have the right to claim maintenance, whereas wife in a voidable marriage has a right to claim maintenance. Fourth difference, the parties in a void marriage do not have a status of husband and wife, whereas parties in a voidable marriage have the status of husband and wife. Last difference, void marriages are dealt under section 11 Hindu Marriage Act, whereas voidable marriages are dealt under section 12 of Hindu Marriage Act. So this is all about void and voidable marriages. I hope you all like my videos. Please click the like button and suggest me some topics you want to know. Thank you everyone.